Hey guys, it's Kyle. I figured I'd make another video. I've seen a couple videos of people who have put builds on the back burner. It's just kind of them explaining what happened and such. So, I have 8 kits here next to me. 9 kits here next to me, sorry. And then something miscellaneous is also next to me. But we'll start out. I'm going to start out by telling you this is going to be a long video. Probably so long that I had to get the charging cable hooked up to my camera because I don't know if it'll last. So I hope this doesn't turn out to be an hour-long video because that will take forever to upload, first of all. And nobody wants to watch an hour-long video. It's just, they get kind of boring. So we're going to start off here. This kit is the first one we're going to start off with. I had some troubles. This is the first time ever airbrushing anything. I mean, it turned out decent enough to slap it together, but it's not what I like. I don't think it's great. It's just not horrible. There's one run in it back on the back side here. If I could get it to focus. You can kind of see there's a run right there. But that's it. That's the only bad part about this paint, I believe. Other than that, it's decent. It mostly just needs assembly. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I'll just keep this ugly paint job, because the rest of it turned out pretty good. Let me separate the body and chassis here. I got that all blacked out, so I mean it turned out okay now that I'm looking at it more. Oh, I did find a second run, but it's on the bottom side. So now that I think about it, I'm going to leave it. I'm actually going to put that together once the weather warms up. Then there's just a bunch of miscellaneous parts in here that need paint. The interior needs paint, the motor needs to be painted, the wheels, using the stock wheels, and then the chassis here, I plumbed it. First try doing that, I gotta admit it turned out okay again, but it's not perfect. But it'll work, so there's that one. Now that I look at it, it's not horrible. So I just need to get some paint working on that. And speaking of paint, I run my airbrushes off of these pieces of crap. And you can hear they're pretty empty. Well, you might be able to hear. They're pretty empty, so I went to airbrush something last night with my acrylic paints for a first try. And there wasn't enough air in there for it to work. So I have a baby air compressor, not exactly designed for airbrushing, but it's small enough that I can dial it down to the right one. But anyways, or to the right PSI. But anyways, this is the next one. I don't really remember what's wrong with this one. I think it just needs to be reprimed and painted, I believe. This is the color I was going to go with. I airbrushed this. It turned out really good, actually. But this is the color I'm going to go with, I think. I have some left, but I'll probably, sorry for the shakiness, I'm trying to get it out of this drawer. But I'll probably have to buy more and rethin that. Yeah, because it turned into just gloop. You can see that slowly running down. It's just gloop now. It probably just needs to be stirred. But we'll move you back up into frame here. Alright. So, yeah, it's primed. It just needs to be hit one more time with a coat of primer because I fixed a bunch of mold lines and such. The chassis is done. It's a complete rolling chassis, lowered to the extreme. A wheel just fell off. The wheels aren't glued on. That was just tacky or something. But it's got these nice white walls, and if you've built this kit, you know it's an amazing kit. The interior, I kind of want to get a new one because I tried flocking it and it turned out horrible. So I'd like to redo that because I don't think you can remove flocking. What's all in here? Mostly just assembly, I believe, is all that needs to be done. Yeah, I think it just needs to have final paint and assembly, which I'm waiting for weather because if you guys know, Minnesota is horrible right now, and it's the 1st of April and it's snowing. We're supposed to get like 4 inches of snow on the 1st of April after all the snow just finished melting this weekend. It's pretty horrible. Next kit we have here is the 50 Oldsmobile, and this one is also just waiting for paint. All I need to do is paint the hood and put in the windows and just paint a few miscellaneous things and apparently glue the interior together because it just fell apart. But here's the underside. I put the wheels on there from the 50 Ford pickup. Here's the underside. Here's the body. So I got to put some chrome on the body still, and I have to paint the hood and some miscellaneous parts. And then I got a new windshield and back glass from Revell because they were cracked, both of them. So I got that. Next kit, how long is this video? 7 minutes. Next kit, sorry, is this one, the Zombie Hunter one I'm building. That one has been waiting for paint for a while. I forgot I had NASCAR rims in there. That's cool. I could use those. But it's been waiting on paint, and then I had to also wait on all this styrene you see in the background. So that'll end up coming back out once the weather clears up. So when the weather clears up, I'll hopefully have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 7 kits done. 8 kits done. Next is this one. I don't think I've ever shown you this entirely. This one, I don't know if I showed you that. I'm doing some body work on that. So the body's just waiting for body work. And the interior, practically scratch building. I'm covering it all up. Built a new tunnel here and stuff. I have to do some modifications to the frame because it's Pro Street now. And I have to make tubs and stuff. So that's that one. That one just put on the back burner for lack of skill at the moment. My scratch building skills aren't the highest right now. I need to do a little bit more stuff, and this next kit is where I'm using some scratch building. I need to get a new hood for this kit, I believe. Here's the cab. It's untouched. I hope you guys can see this. Get you down in there a little bit better. I turned this into a NASCAR vehicle. So let's get this. Take you off the tripod here momentarily. So we have focus. There we go. We have the frame for this one. The hood I'm modifying to close that all up, so I have to shave those down and fill those in. This here, doing a bunch of body work on the front. It kind of looks horrible. It needs another coat. I have no clue what it looks like with primer on it. I need to sand that down first of all. And then the bed, I removed the bed because it had, what do you want to call that? Fit issues. There we go. Oops. So I just completely removed it, and I'm building like a flatbed type thing, and I have to put another sheet over the top of this, and I have to fill that all in, and it'll look nice when it's done, I hope. I still have to do this side. You can see that's what it looked like before. I can get it in light. That's what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like after. So I have that to do, and I'm going to remove the running boards. And it's having this engine put in it, which is from the, which kit is that? The 67 Mercury Comet Cyclone GT. So I've had to build some custom stuff for that. So there's that one. Put you back up on the tripod. And this one also needs a floor pan and the firewall because someone ruined them. Not to name anything, or not to name any names. It was me. But I had planned on putting a big engine in there, so I had to modify them. And it didn't turn out too good, so I scrapped them, and now I have to get new ones. Now on this one, I know what that is. I was waiting for paint. Also, this one I built a lift kit on it. I also have to finish the lift kit, so I mean, that's pretty much all this one needs is paint and the finished lift kit. I scratch built dual exhaust for it. Scratch built a front bumper and the rear bumper, which is somewhere right here, which needs the putty work finished, and I put a hitch receiver on there. Can you see that? Where is it? There we go. And just some subtle things. It's pretty much just waiting for paint, and I got to finish up the bed and build the toolbox I was putting in the bed and stuff. That's pretty much it for that one too. And for the second part of this kit, like I mentioned that I put that hitch receiver on there. I have to scratch build a hitch first of all, and it will be pulling this, which is 100% scratch built. So I have to finish the body work on this, and then it'll be done. The body work and paint, you see there's all kinds of Bondo in there. Let's see if I can get you lower. There we go. So that needs work. I guess we'll skip to this one next. This one is just also waiting on paint. I don't know if I still have it. Let me check. Nope. I had the body painted. I had a second body. I got this as a parts kit, but I had a second body that the paint turned out absolutely wonderful. Best paint job I've ever painted. With the Testors One Coat Lacquer Purplicious. I went to put the windows in, and it messed up the paint. So I just kind of put that on the back burner and finally found a parts kit for it. But that's literally all there is for that one. And then the last one here is the 49 Merc. I had a mishap twice. I have a habit of not putting the cover back on these, and I knocked it over twice. And it melted some of the body, so I had to patch that and do that. It melted the side skirts I had here, so I had to repair that. It needs a new rear end because I cut it up for some odd reason. So I gotta find a new rear end for this, and interior and motor. Or maybe not interior, but for sure motor. I flocked it and it turned out great. I plumbed it, or I half plumbed it. I started. Just put some fittings and stuff in there. Interior wise, I am painstakingly customizing the seats. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you see those ribs here, the ones facing the wrong way. I'm turning it into like a tuck and roll, I think that's what they're called, seat. So that needs work. Oh, yeah, I don't need the interior, but I need the engine block itself. So I need to find an engine block for this and a rear end. So if anybody has either of those, I would really like to get this kit out of here and finished. It's just those three parts that need to be found. So we're going at 16 minutes here. I think that's it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring you over to the stash. I only have a couple kits. Besides, well, I suppose I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 kits, and a couple parts kits. But, sorry, it's plugged in, I forgot about that. Over here we have our stash. And I'm going to try to do this without being too shaky. These are all, except with the exception of this, these are all untouched kits. All of these. This is a very rare kit, very valuable kit that my uncle gave me. But these are all untouched. There's that one back there. I suppose that one's touched a little bit, but that doesn't count. This one is completely untouched. This one's completely untouched. This one, I gave it a bath. But this one is started, but it's not on the back burner. It's just sitting there waiting. But that's that. I think I've gone on long enough. I think I've ranted. Or I guess it's not really a rant, but I think I've talked long enough. If anybody's even still watching this video, I mean... Ooh, there is another kit. I have to move this, though. There is one more kit. Let me find this kit. Okay, there are 2 more kits. Okay, there are 3 more kits. Alright, 3 more kits that need to be finished, and hopefully will be finished. Because now I have a bit more skill to do this. There's that one, and that one. And I gotta get the parts. I'm gonna pause this video. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back with the next one. Oh, that tire's got paint on it. Oh, that's not good. But this is the next one. I removed you from the tripod again. So this is the next one. It's completely scratch built this here, and the frame is half scratch built. Did some custom stuff there to have that flat back there because it's the older body Ford. This front here, this front here sits a bit higher with the fender wells in. But we'll take that off. It's been modified to accept a 2007 or 2006 Mustang motor. I kind of speechless here right now. You see I scratch built that to extend it. I scratch built this so the rear axle that I don't have, I need to find one so that it will sit up in there. So the bell housing or not the bell housing, the drawing a blank here. I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't at the same time. But that's modified so it sits up in there. I have to build a drive shaft and exhaust and blah blah blah. Tons of work. This needs work. Oops. This needs work still. This wedge bed still needs work. As you can see, the sides are different. That one sits lower than this. Try to show you there. I hope you can see that, because I can't see the screen. That one sits different, because I had to put a patch, where's my finger? Right in here, so it would fill that gap, because that gap is just annoying. So there's that one. It doesn't stay together yet on its own. And then I have this one. If you guys watched earlier videos, you'll recognize it. The Impala here. Just got to finish up the body work and get it into paint. And the 48 Ford. Okay, whoops. And the 48 Ford. Also using a Mustang motor and Mustang wheels. I got to finish up the body work. And I believe that's it. Besides paint on this one. So that's all my kits. This was like 12 or 13 that have been started and put on the back burner. So this video is probably like 30 minutes. I don't even know, because I started a second half and that's 30 minutes already. So I hope you guys are still watching this. So until next time, you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.